ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my underground lair.
How about now? Can you hear anything now?
Hmm?
People in the stream were saying that there was no volume.
Oh, I didn't know you were streaming.
Yeah. Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Good, good. Sorry about that. Spard keeps attacking me. Don't know why. I didn't do anything to him. Unbelievable. Trying to get a little farm group out here doing the Deepwater Curious, but... How you doing, Reggie?
There's another guy out here.
Another one?
Yeah, I know. No, that I was gonna say was there's another little name mob guy out there that that drops some light legs that are max like 500 max life, 565 max life.
Hey, number. What's up, buddy?
All right.
Oh, that's better than my Ruvidian pants.
The same place, same island.
Oh shit, let's kill him.
No game sound, huh? Well, I'm not really doing anything yet. There's no... Let me turn the game sound up.
Yeah, it's name mob is Brian Father. He's on a...
You can't hear that? You're messing with my mind, Penumbra. What's going on, man?
There's another guy here, the Shackled. This guy's on a 25-minute timer. I'm sorry.
How close is Ciolo to us here?
Sorry, 30-minute.
Okay.
This guy drops a belt. Nah, it's kind of a shitty belt. But he can. So this guy, the Shackled, can drop.
Yeah, two level 25s. I was thinking about going for a third, but I didn't. I figured I'd go ahead and leave it at this right now, especially since we know for sure that the servers are gonna wipe.
I wouldn't. I mean, any of these guys can drop rarity. I feel like.
Scared.
He says Saint. It's the Saint. He's a flesh golem.
Oh shit.
Yeah, did you see that?
How you guys doing tonight? You doing good? Keep an eye out for that poison pill. Bard. Wonder what he's up to. I hope the Empress comes back on.
Gonna blow up?
Oh, this guy coming back again? Alright. We should be able to dispel that off him, right? So how you been, guys? Having a good night? Good Thursday night? Week's kind of going fast this week. Not fast enough, though, for some reason. Do you know where the boss is in here, Rug? That we gotta kill?
Never been here, bro. That's why I was like, lead the way.
Oh shit!
Stop
I don't
rolling.
know.
What's
up? Oh shit!
They come back here every time.
Uh-oh.
Can't Bart cleanse it? No.
Yeah, Bart should be able to. I think, isn't it Maddening Dance or whatever that does?
I think so. I think it just wants one debuff or something. Yeah, sorry, one buff or something. It just spells something.
Hey, Denny, what's up? Denny says it's in the room to the right, so I guess it's to the right. It's not this guy, is it, Denny? The Captain Bulwark? This must be a boss here.
That's the guy that dropped it.
Oh, okay. Give us the fat loot. Give us the fat loot.
I don't fucking have it.
There isn't a thing to cleanse? Okay.
Yeah, I could start changing my skills around and take different shit, but I'm trying to eat dinner.
How you doing tonight, Denny? What are you up to? You guys got something going on in the guild? In the other channel? Congrats on that SSD card. That's pretty sweet. Darn it. He didn't drop nothing, did he? Cheap son of a
He's
bitch.
gonna stand back up again. Eh?
Again?
Nope, he doesn't.
Oh, okay.
He already
didn't have a green.
exploded.
Yeah, he didn't have.
Maddening dance does remove it. Yeah, he's eating. Theo's having his dinner, so. And if I'm a betting man, I'm gonna say he's having a salad right now.
So I think that guy.
Because I am.
I knew it.
That was my lunch.
Captain
Alright.
Volk is on a 20-minute timer.
All right, Rug, this one's yours.
8:25, or just say 25.
Oh.
Take care, Penumbra. Thanks for stopping in, bud. Enjoy your pizza. Oh, shit! What the hell? I fell down the rock. Oh, wait, I see something. Oh, is that? I see. What mob is that? I see a red one. Let's see if what we got over here. She said it's to, or he said it's to the right. Oh, here it is. I got what's that coming your way? This has got to be him.
Oh yeah, that's the brine britches guy. I'm gonna go grab the brine barrel.
This is one of them right here.
Yeah, that's the one that drops the pants. Yeah, I think they're light pants with like 560 HP.
Sounds good, brother. Thank you. So how many people in the channel are trying out Dune tonight or peeking in and watching Dune as well? I watched it for a few hours, just kind of chilling on the bed. I was really tired today for whatever reason. Nice stun on that corrupted sacrifice. Okay. Apparently these guys don't want to drop anything. Oh wait, there we go.
It is. They
Bam!
are.
Look at that. If you need them, guys, need them.
Yeah, they're better than what I have. If I get them, I'll pass down Rubidium to somebody.
Yeah. Nice. Let's see. Kill this guy, get this guy out of the way. Cat Cakes, what's your ETA, brother?
I am grabbing the waypoint, or the Ember Spring and Brine Barrel, and then I'm heading back.
Okay. Maybe.
Oh, shit. We gotta make sure we trip
Hold on a
that
second.
corrupted sacrifice. I think they turn into a thaumaturge if they get that off.
Oh, fuck. Shit. Go quick. Oh.
Whoa.
What's up?
The Sentinels are attacking me. Why?
You smell funny?
Purple. That's why. I gotta wait a minute.
Oh.
Okay, I was like, what the fuck?
You had White Castle for lunch or something? I don't know. By the way, hey, you know, White Castle, I saw them. I have one real close to me. They have like 6 burgers, regular White Castles for $4. That almost seems like a reasonable deal nowadays.
He
on, Denny, come on out. I'll shoot you an invite. Absolutely, come on out.
Doyle just dropped? Oh, yeah. Just,
see, did you get that invite?
Yeah. Yeah, just whisper Peon for an invite.
Oh, who else needs an invite?
Oh, Doyle.
Oh, Doyle? Okay.
Did you guys get the trade done? I'll wait.
Yeah, we got it done.
Yeah, come on in, guys. More the merrier.
Just gotta be gentle. No healer.
Yeah.
CO, but
I don't have much magic power to heal.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Gotta be gentle.
I saw the shackle down there. Maybe you can drop a rare carcass.
Hopefully, we'll save a spot for Redemptress, and hopefully she'll be able to get in there. Okay, Denny, that sounds good. Yeah, sounds good. Just chilling, doing some grinding, trying to get a few people some loot, including myself. I got until 10:30 before I gotta go pick up the wife tonight. Figure I get a little streaming in, see how everybody's doing. You know, I would say if they had some kind of a big patch at, you know, fuck, go ahead and wipe the servers down because nobody feels like they want to play, it seems like right now, but there's no way they do that because the shit ain't ready.
Yeah. This weekend, I think they push a big update.
Because they're probably all playing Dune.
Yeah, how much you want to bet some of the developers playing Dune right now?
100%.
Well, they should. If I were a developer, I'd want to see what other new releases are just from, you know, is there any ideas I can take and apply to this game?
No, that's always a good thing. You know what? They need a little bit of a break doing something else too. So I get it. It's all good. I thought about getting it, but I don't know. I'm not a huge Dune guy in the first place, so I don't know. It looks okay.
Yeah, I can't really play more than one game. Seriously.
I got too many other games in my backlog. I take those first.
Yeah, Danny, the chess piece. That's kind of why I'm here. I'm trying to see if we can get the Deepwater Curious.
Oof. Yeah, that fucking hurt. I'll heal for a second.
So how many bosses do we have in here? Does anybody know?
Three.
Three? Okay, so we got the one. So is there one in every room here, or what?
There's one below us, the Shackled. He's one of those like flesh golem looking dudes. Or wandering horrors, what do you want to call them?
Anyone able to target
What are
him?
the
Who's this guy? I see a red guy here.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. Right there.
I can't target
He's right
him.
on the stairs.
The Shackled, I have him targeted right now.
Okay, see if you can
So what is it,
cast
Brian?
something on there.
The skeleton's in the way.
It's pants,
Here.
chest, and what? What's the third piece?
Let's get
Pants,
this-
chest, and belt.
Oh, what belt?
Not a good belt. It's like attack. It's got some attack speed on it, and yeah, I think the bear hide or wherever the one from Steel Bloom is probably the better ones right now.
I got some Vidian belt that has 200 health, and that's about it.
Oh, nice.
What is wild?
Disable evasion for allies.
Hey Zenith, how you doing, buddy?
Don't pull.
Never was a Dune guy. Lacked some of the core MMO. Yeah, you know, one of the things maybe I misunderstood it, but the servers sound really small. I heard that they only had like 40 or 60 people on a server or something like that. That's not really an MMO to me, but I guess technically massive multiplayer online.
Yeah, I heard there was some drama behind that as well.
Doesn't sound very big to me. And you know what? It's the same company that made Conan Exiles, and I remember when that game came out, that was a shit show. So
Conan Exiles is good for
now it is. Yeah, they did a good job
co-op.
with it over time.
Well, I was gonna say co-op, you know, local server is really good, especially with all the mods. But if you try to play on a real server, it's just like grief fest.
Yeah, so
Guys spawn
far,
really fast.
so far I've been pretty impressed with what I've seen. And I hope people are having a good time. I mean, I don't want any game to fail. So if people like it, that's great. We need more good games out there.
Guys are getting a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Because peons yapping and not paying attention.
Yeah, that's true. We got this, boys. We got this. Deep Desert has 100 people. Well, that's a little bit better, I guess. The base building does look kind of cool, like the fabricator and stuff that I saw. That stuff kind of looks neat. I'm not gonna lie.
In Dune or what?
Yeah, I'm doing.
Can't hate them through the wall.
I'll let you pull rug because I'm like you said, I'm yapping. So
Abyssal
Cat.
Presence. What is the Abyssal Presence? Oh, you got him.
oh, here he is. All right.
We just have to save your knockdowns for when he does the blood fog bullshit.
Okay. You want to get the first one, Rug? I'll get the second one.
I'll try it.
All right. Okay, this has got to be it.
There you go. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, he's dying. What do you drop?
Hey,
What?
what?
Drop
Oh,
blue. Blue.
that's
I
got
think.
to. He drops a shield here?
Does he? What shield is it?
I don't know, but it says this blackened steel buckle. This you would think this is for a
Black
shield
and-
part. or
no,
something.
no, that's the bot. That's for the belt. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, buckle.
Alright,
That's
cool,
for a belt.
For a belt.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah, well,
the
Conan was retarded.
So you need to get your you have to get your armor smithing up so you can make it.
Yep.
So who
Yeah,
else in the channel is just kind of taking a break right now and just watching, just relaxing and not grinding too hard, waiting for August 4th?
Probably. I mean, I'm gonna play this every day if it's up. You know what I mean? But like, I'm just like I've always been that type of person that I love gathering games
Hey
and
cat.
I want to learn more about the professions. You know, so
Yep.
the more
that
I know
sounds
about, the more that I know about the game, the more when the game comes to full release, I'll be one of the people that knows what the fuck they're doing. You know.
More than anything, I just kind of like learning like these little pocket dungeons and stuff like that, because at least
Yeah.
the layout of the pocket dungeons, for the most part, they shouldn't change. And the bosses in them and what they drop.
Yeah.
Either way, I think I as a tester, I want to be able to provide feedback
Yeah.
so to make the game better. Can't do that if I'm not playing.
No, very true. Very true.
Is Cat going to join us or?
No, you could use a healer.
There's
90% of your guild
there's
is
some
taken
pad,
up.
there's
Yeah.
some light armor breaches that have 566 health on them.
Which guild did you join, Penumbra, anyway?
Okay. What's happening?
We're farming bosses in the tropics. There's 3 bosses here that drop 3 different pieces of gear. One is a health, very high health pants. One is the mitigation chest piece, and I don't know what the belt is. We just
The belt's just like it's like an attack speed with I think a little bit of constitution on it or some shit. I'll double check real quick.
Yeah, I think they had no choice but to go ahead and wipe after this one. I was kind of hoping that they would just raise the level cap and then
Yeah.
but that's not gonna happen because he verified it.
Rude that the wife is so much better.
Okay. So I thought it was attack speed. It's I'm sorry. So the belt is 548 to 553 physical critical avoidance rating with a very small amount of physical accuracy rating. And it's a constitution shit. 79 to 82. And then armor and magic res. Yeah. Oh, I don't have enough.
I got that one.
Thank you. Okay.
Rug, I'm gonna give you a lead because I'm too busy talking. So, ooh, wormling carcass.
Yeah, they drop wormling carcasses. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of cool.
They also drop griffin carcasses as well.
All right. Good to know.
That's why I was saying with the boss, with the shackled, I thought maybe he would like guarantee it to drop, but I guess not.
See, they need more of that. They need more of those good, you know, carcass drops and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna add in like a real skinning system? It's kind of weird that there's an MMO that doesn't have like traditional skinning in it.
Whoa, hello there. Hello there.
Hello. Speaking of guilds, what made me play hopscotch? Well, Overlord just wasn't a fit for me, and I won't get too much into why for that. Reason I went to Aura, I just felt the way the state of the game is right now, you need to be in a large guild, and Dynasty wasn't a large guild. We needed more people to be able to do content. I'm playing this game to be able to do content. If I can't do content, then why play it? So, we were thinking about merging, but kind of taking our sweet time deciding. So I decided to make the move for myself and hope that Dynasty would come over, which they did, thank goodness. And so it worked out well for me. And so far, I love Aura. They've been real hospitable to all of us, I believe. And, you know, of course, there's always going to be people that you don't mesh with 100%, but that happens in any guild. So, but overall, I think the experience has been really good, real positive. Strixon has been a real positive influence as far as the guild leader.
So you could have waited a day.
Yeah, you were one.
Well, you know, you guys,
Could have waited a day.
you guys drag ass sometimes, so I, you know, needed to, you know, maybe.
It was already been discussions, obviously, before.
Yeah, but I had heard that for weeks, so.
See if this guy drops a rare. I think this would
Which guild?
be a really good,
Verified. That's the guild you went. I haven't heard of that one.
I have not heard of that one yet. Oh, lava stroke for me.
Same.
Anybody else get anything?
No.
No.
Was that a boss?
No. Those are just
okay.
the ones at the bottom.
I can, if you want me to come, I can death warp to Sea Hook after I depot the stuff on me.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be good.
Rug,
We
make
might
sure you
go
save
to
a
other
spot for
bosses
Denny
in the
too.
area.
So Cat and
For
Denny.
who?
For Denny. He had asked. Yeah, he had asked if he can come too, but he'll be right back.
Is he the one who won the song?
He's making food right now, so. But he asked for a spot. So Denny and Cat, I think, will be our last ones because Redemption's not coming back. It looks like.
Yeah, shit, that house.
You're in a hated mood today.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, whatever real life issue she's basic. Just put her in her foul mood.
Yeah, it's all good. Sometimes you
That's
need
why-
to back up and relax.
Sometimes
That's why
you
after I
feel
got
like
home today, dealing with the lawless lands of Lisa, I'm like, yeah, I need to detox for a little bit before I even touch ashes.
He's screwing me up.
So anyone got any big plans this weekend? I got some birthday parties to go to. My dad's turning the big 8-0 this
Yeah.
time. and I'm
He's
looking
not the
forward to
first man
that.
for no reason, man.
And then my stepsisters were having a party the day after who turned 60. So yeah,
first boss that you guys
Gonna
killed
be a
should
busy
be
weekend for
he's
me.
on a 20-minute timer, or I don't know what.
I'm
room he was
looking
in,
forward
but
to
he should be
seeing
up
these
soon.
patches that they put in. And
we
what
kill
did you
all
guys
three
think about the
bosses?
guild feedback
did.
question that they put
First
in?
one,
You know, the feedback for the guild guild experience that Vagnar was asking about. I put a video on it, kind of summarizing it, but I find it odd that they asked for that question when not many people were running it in the first place, to be honest with you. It was kind of strange. I felt like if they wanted to test this system, they should have made it a lot easier to test it, and then, you know, ramped up the difficulty later, kind of like they did crafting. Just didn't make sense to me. But they really do need to fix that whole system. I think the guild caravan would be fine to like supplement, but I would really like to see the experience just be universal depending on whatever you're doing. I think that makes a lot more sense. Just like every other game. Ashes is innovating enough enough mechanics. There's no need for them to be innovative on guild experience. But please, for the love of God, put guild banks in so we can have more room. Hey, there's O'Doyle. O'Doyle! I am really looking forward to. Ooh, I'm really looking forward to being a Renkai next phase, a Renkai tank. Very much looking forward to that.
Which gun was it you were looking for again? Can't really remember. The Faith of Fortune? If that is the case, I have...
You're gonna res.
I have 25 in Nuela.
Okay, so that makes 2.
Oh shit! How many charms does it take per?
10.
There we go, guys. Deepwater
Oh.
Curious. Yeah,
Oh,
boy.
No,
Congrats.
nice.
Whoever got it.
Wow, that's
If you need it,
Crazy.
you need it. If you need it, need it. Yeah.
Got a 14. Come on.
Oh,
Doyle
Good
just
morning.
showed up and he won it.
I'm sorry.
That's
I'll
no-
pass.
that's no
You guys
good.
He
can
rolled
take
at
it.
21. It's not like you rolled
I
high.
can pass
You
on
need
this
it?
if you guys want.
If
No,
you
no,
need
no.
it, take it,
If
brother.
you need it, you need it, man. We're not. We don't do that 1 hour wait shit. I promise.
Yeah.
I promise, dude.
I mean, I don't mind that rule, but, you know, I don't mind, especially when you're in a 40-man raid, you know, but
That's a different
in this,
scenario.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
in
It's a
this,
different scenario.
yeah, in this case, yeah, it's whatever.
All right, bring in the other
what's
guy.
up, Woo?
Or you got a mob?
How you doing tonight?
No. Can I pull or no?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you pulled something, so I was like, oh shit, I don't want to double stack us.
You
So
having a
Cat
good night,
gets
Woo?
Yeah, Cat will be able to cleanse the stupid.
You're gonna love the rogue, by the way, Woo. I I leveled it up to 25 this time, and you're really gonna like it. The problem is, it's right now I'm just seeing the lack of group utility with it, because the treasure finding stuff that they said was gonna be in is not in yet, and I feel like they're gonna be like the redheaded stepchilds again. Oop, the Brian Bridges, there we go. But they're gonna have a lot of you're gonna have fun with it, especially if you like to gank people.
Go ahead,
Congrats on
guys.
the Brian Bridges, whoever wins those. Congrats, guys.
Yeah, we'll get more. We'll get more.
sweet.
So that was what 29. Okay.
They're just
Next
saving
one-
the
Yeah,
heroic
so next
version
one-
of the deep water for
next
us.
one,
There,
yeah.
Rug.
Next one is 47 and 49. Those are for the next two.
I want to get the boss map for this so I can craft it.
Yeah.
Need the recipe too.
Yeah.
Doing good. Considering cleric, my girl. That's right. There you go. Yay. Can't go. You know what? Cleric's gonna be a strong class. It you know, it really a rogue is the only one, and maybe a really good bard that a cleric even has to worry about. Everyone else is just like, you know, go away. You know, you can't touch this. They start breaking out in the MC Hammer dance. You can't touch this. But yeah, clerics are gonna be strong and always needed. So yeah, that'd be awesome. And the guild, really the guild's made it pretty clear that they're not looking for more rogues. I mean, they said if you want to play a rogue on the side, whatever. But, you know, Steven loves clerics and mages, and I think that they're always going to be good, regardless.
Or not. I think you still have them.
Rogue is fun. You know, the thing I love about Rogue is the grapple.
Yeah, it didn't finish the timer.
Oh, sorry. We'll wait.
Do you prefer rogue or do you prefer your tank now, Dion?
I love the rogue, but the tank is more useful for the guild. So I'm enjoying the tank, but like fun factor, rogue is definitely more fun.
Let's see, and then I throw this on.
But I'm going to be a tank for phase 3.
169 attack. But I'm at 6,500 HP.
Tank for phase 3, what would you say after that?
I'm going to be a Renkai tank for phase 3.
Oh, Renkai. Gotcha.
Yeah. Then the peon name will fit more.
I'm going to be a tank.
A double tank?
Yep.
How long before the next cleric nerf?
Did you hear what Steven was said on the thing? He was like, "Oh, we're gonna have Guardian in the game now. It's gonna be the summons for a summer."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so troll.
I don't think you are gonna see a cleric nerf number. You're gonna see a rework in some of the skill trees and stuff like that. But that's gonna happen across the board in all the skill trees. Cleric is always gonna be strong because let's face it. People want to be able to play them, we need them as a game, so they're never going to be weak. So, yeah, you're in Kyrie, back healer for sure. No, that would be great if you played a cleric. Well, even a cleric or a bard. Maybe even you could try summoner, see if you like that. You know, summoner sounds like it's going to be pretty complicated. Wouldn't have been my first choice for a design for Summoner. I was kind of hoping to be more like the Bone Dancer or Necromancer from DAoC, but I didn't play Aeon, so I didn't play this version. But either way, it sounds like it's going to be, you know, a lot of work to play one, for sure. Oh, great. That'd be awesome. You're right. We would definitely need more clerics. I'd love to have you in my static, but... well, one, we're already full with healers, but two, we play completely different hours. Completely different hours. You're a night owl. You're a little night owl. By the way, how's the weather out there where you're living? It's been kind of really weird over here. It's been hot and cold. It feels like a Katy Perry song. But Zed and those guys, and all those guys, I don't think they've filled a group or anything like that yet. So make sure you're, yeah. And I'm on first thing at 5:30 in the morning. It's been pretty hot there. Did you go to the draft when they had it over there at all? I mean, that was pretty crazy out there. I went to the draft when they had it in Chicago, and it was pretty nuts. Holy cow. Hey. What is this? Oh my god, I got a bot sending me a message. Oh my lord. Oh god. I love it when I actually get these long messages that are like a book, and then I find out that it's a bot. Oh boy. Oh, did they enjoy it? You need viewers and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm dying for viewers. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I hope the fam had a good time out there. Yeah. is that a Rorier emote? I love that. I love Rorier. That's a great emote. I was talking to him the other day. He's just taking a short break. He's got some stuff going on, so hopefully he'll be back soon. Nice guy. One of the most helpful people ever. Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back. He's just taking a quick break. Super nice guy, though. If anyone in here hasn't seen Rorier, make sure you guys check him out. All the content creators are great. I mean, they're all, you know, really nice. I think half of them are busy playing Dune right now, though, to be honest with you. I'm just going to be really busy on the weekend. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but my father's got his 80th birthday party coming up. And this is a big one. Not only is it big because he's 80, you know, he's got that stage 4 prostate cancer. Fortunately, he just got the hormones have been working. He just got another 3-month clearance saying so far it's not spreading or anything like that. So that's good. But he's got to go in every 3 months, and it's, you know, it's just a matter of time before the whole hormones stop working. So this very well could be his last birthday. So I really want it to be special. So it's going to have all his friends and family from, you know, his career, his hobbies, everything are going to be there. So it's going to be a big day. And then my stepsister's got her 60th birthday, which is a surprise party on Sunday. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So my weekend's kind of shot as far as playing Ashes, but wanted to make sure I got at least a stream in this week. Thank you. Yeah, he's, you know, it's tough for anybody to be in that situation. But you know what? I've also been really blessed. There's a lot of, you know, I'm 53 now. There's a lot of people my age who don't have both parents. I consider myself very lucky. I still have both my parents. So, I certainly have nothing to be depressed about or anything like that. This is just part of life. Yeah, there's some groups forming right now. Woo, if you're, I saw some. You know what you should do is you post in there and looking for 8-man groups in the channel, and tell them, you know, put your hours down there. So say, you know, cleric, you know, they can play these hours. You know, looking for an 8-man static, and you shouldn't have a problem at all picking a group up and finding, and that's what it's really all about, right? If you're gonna do a static 8-man, you need to, one, if you all have the same goal of leveling up as efficiently as possible, you're gonna want to make sure that you're on around the same time, that you have the same gameplay hours. Otherwise, you're doing everybody a disservice. So, yeah, you'll definitely find. Put in your hours, and then you'll be able to find a group that fits your needs. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm waiting to see some of your snazzy artwork for Aura soon. I don't know if Strixon's reached out to you at all about that, but hopefully he does soon. Put your talents to good use. If anyone's new to the channel and they're just popping in to say hi, you know, feel free to ask any questions about the game. If you haven't got it yet, you know, I'll give you my honest thoughts about where I think it's at. Or if you just want to say hi, say, what's up, Peon? How you doing? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. I got the Discord muted for a little while so I can actually talk to you guys. Oh, there you go. There you go. I want that Deepwater Curious to drop again. You know, this is something that we've really taken on doing, Woo, is we've, you know, I've gotten more used to this because crafting right now is not where we want it to be. I don't know if this system is going to kind of be what they're going for, where that we're going to these different pocket dungeons and getting the gear drops that are better than crafted. It sounds like the way that the direction that they're going is they don't want crafted to be really strong until end game, and then maybe that's where crafted's really going to step up. Maybe they want us to go to these dungeons, but I'm getting kind of used to just going to these different dungeons around the world and picking up these nice pieces of gear. What's the worst class in Ashes? I don't think it is Fighter, Penumbra. I really don't. As far as the Fighter is strong in one-on-ones, they're strong. In small PvP combat, they're strong. Where they struggle, and this is the same as Rogue, is large scale. That's where they struggle. So, you know, but I don't think that they're weak. They just, you know, no class is going to be great at everything. Could they have something that might make them a little bit more viable in large scale? Yeah, they probably could do something. But maybe we're not using them correctly. Maybe we need to have our tanks, you know, put some protect on them or something like that to keep them alive longer. You know, I don't see enough tanks using the protect ability. So, you know, Rogue for the same reason struggles in large scale combat. So, yeah, I mean, melee for as far as a tank is pretty fun. I can still get in there and mix it up, but if you're a little bit of a squishier class, yeah, ranged is where it's at. You know, like Rangers, you know, they excel at large scale combat with their roots and stuff like that. So, you know, I cannot talk bad really about any one archetype that they have. I've played them all. They all have their merits and they're all enjoyable. I think overall, they've done a pretty damn good job in creating their classes. Do they need tweaks, and are they going to need balances after augments? Yeah, 100%. But as far as a baseline, I gotta say, you know, they've done a pretty good damn job. You can't just say that there's one class that's just absolutely dog shit, because you know, they're all fun. And I've played them all. The only one that I haven't leveled up to, I think 25 now, is the Cleric. I got him to 17. I'm looking forward to trying the Summoner. However, I'm not going to try the Summoner. Well, if they put the Summoner out before Phase 3 to let us test it, then I'll try it out when everyone else is. But if they put it out on Phase 3 drop, then I won't. Not for a while. I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I don't agree with you. I mean, I don't think it's the worst class. Let me see. Worst class. I mean, that's tough. I would probably have to put, and this is tough, I'd probably have to put Ranger and Fighter maybe next to each other. I don't think either one of them is worse than the other one. I think Ranger could be better in single target damage. I don't, you know, right now I see mages having better single target damage and having better AoE damage than a Ranger. They have a shield which gives them 2,000 extra health. They have a blink. They just have way more utility than a Ranger. So I don't know. I think Rangers and Fighters might be close to taking that title. Ooh, what do we got here? Magical. Oh yeah, there's gonna be so many summoners, without a doubt. And that's why that's why it's important that they go ahead and they should put it out early, before the launch so people can get that out of their system to find out, okay, well, maybe that's not for me. Because even if they do that, there's still going to be a shitload of summoners. So, but if they put it out at the beginning of phase 3, oh shit, there's going to be nothing but summoners. I mean, Rangers' mobility is fine. They're disengaged. Their airstrike is good. They have a little bit of speed, which is nice. But something about it, I've had 2 level 25 Rangers, something about it, they're extremely gear dependent, along with fighters. Something about it just doesn't sit right with me. But as far as like their presence on the battlefield and large scale, unquestioned, they're really great to have. But yeah, I think single target, they need to add a little bit more oomph. But we'll see. Flip that shit. But summoners. I don't even know how to do clips, to be honest with you. I think the people can put clips up there. Sorry guys, I'm fighting a cold. I was sick earlier this week and getting over it. Anyone else got any big plans coming up on the weekend at all? I'm interested to see how many new players are checking out Ashes of Creation still on Twitch. Are people still interested in the game and stuff like that? Or is it just kind of falling to the side? I think people are still checking it out periodically. Where's your bar maidens? I'm taking a switch from the bar maidens a little bit. Eventually I'm gonna go ahead and I don't think Steven likes my bar maidens. I just have a feeling that Steven doesn't like my bar maids. So, ooh, what do we got here? What is that? Medium. That's pretty nice. Gonna agree with that though. Yeah, for some reason because I know Steven said, there's not gonna be any brothels and stuff like that. And even though that makes me sad, I'm okay with it. So I'm going away from the sexy girl thing. I know it gives you guys something to look at, so you don't have to look at my old ass. But I'm gonna be putting some different backgrounds in here. Steven is wrong. Bar maidens rock, yeah. What are you gonna do, right? I don't want to get shunned out of the content creator program because I have bar maidens in my background. So I'm trying to be a good boy. Not the bar witches. Maybe if Steven ever talks to me one day, I'll ask him if my bar witches are okay, and because I don't want to make Steven mad. Let's see. Got to keep his game clean. Me be me, yeah. Well, I love this game. I'm very passionate about this game, and I want to, obviously, I'm trying to be, I applied for the content creator program, and I don't want anything to get in the way of that. So, I've put a lot of effort and time into trying to make my content better. So we'll see. Screw everyone else. The good thing is that they said that they're going to be announcing those soon, so I guess I'll find out. But I do need to stream more. I have a feeling that they really, really want streamers. While they enjoy people who do YouTube content for them, I think where they think the real marketing is in the streaming. So I do need to start streaming more. So I'm making a concerted effort to stream more and start building my audience back again. Oh, I think Steven's got a good sense of humor, but I don't know, until I talk to him, he's so busy, I'm not going to ask him a question. hey, Steven, you know, do you mind my barmaids when I stream? You know, if I ever get to meet him one-on-one, I'll ask him. But, thanks, buddy. I mean, it just depends on how many people they take, right? I mean, there's a lot of good content creators out there. So, a lot of people with way more numbers than me. You know, I'm relatively new. I've only been doing this like a year and, I don't know, 3 months, something like that now. But I've met some great people along the way. It's been a lot of fun. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'd be down for that. I still plan to go to Vegas to have a unofficial launch party. I think a lot of the content creators are planning on getting together and having a launch party in Vegas. You know, not at the official table and all, but should be a good time. I told the wife we're probably gonna go to Vegas, so if anyone else wants to come along, hey, come along. You know, Jamie Chaos and some of the other guys said that they'd be down for something like that, so. But that's at the release, so we'll have to see. Now, the launch party's gotta be actually before the game comes out, because if the game comes out, you know, and they're launching it, you know, I want the launch party to be before the actual game comes out. Yeah, the Golden Feather Tavern. It was actually their idea. By the way, I am going to be on the Golden Feather Tavern under Guild Summit or Content Creator Summit. I think at the end of July, I think it is. So you guys can find me over there. There's too many people you don't want to see. You know, I love everybody. You know, granted, there's people on my YouTube chat that come in and say some not so nice stuff to me for whatever reason. But whatever makes people happy. You know, I think a lot of people have forgotten what happened to my oh. Just realized my camera went down. For whatever reason, there's a lot of people that have not learned the lesson from their mother. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. But yeah, a lot of people haven't heard about that line. And they just go ahead and spew out whatever's on their mind because they feel safe in their internet space. Oh, you got ads? Oh, bummer. But yeah. But overall, I've met you know, when I put out my YouTube videos, one nice comment goes such a long way. When somebody comes in and says, "Hey man, I really like your content. You're doing a great job," or something like that. That takes away 10 bad comments. You know, like, "Who cares what you think, boomer?" You know, stuff like that. You know, it is what it is. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. And I'm just sharing my opinion. If you don't like it, you don't have to agree with it, but it's just my opinion. You can tell me why and have a constructive feedback conversation of why you don't agree with me. But some people are just, you know, whatever. They have no clue. Yeah. You know, and I'm sure some of the stuff that I've put up there has not been factually right. I try to make sure that all my stuff's factually right. Do I make mistakes? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I'm human. You know, I mess up shit all the time. Never will I say that I don't mess up stuff. Oh, just talking about, you know, how on YouTube sometimes, you know, when you get a really nice comment, it makes up for, you know, 10 bad comments. Because, you know, people come in there and they say some pretty mean shit. And I was saying that some people don't really, they didn't listen to their mamas, like when they said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. But, you know, it's the word, you know, we live in the world of the internet where everybody feels like they're in their little safe space. So. I don't mind. It is what it is. It's whatever. Yes, learning to forgive is a good thing. Learning to forgive is a good thing. You never want to harbor hate in your heart. I mean, it doesn't do you any good. It doesn't do you any good. I've learned this through experience. Yeah, say that to my face. Yeah. No, there won't be too many people that do that. I might be old. But, yeah, that's all I'll say right there. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. I still have a few cans of whoop ass left in me. But I really am hoping to go out to Vegas if they have a launch party before the actual launch, or at least I'll be home before the actual launch because I actually want to, you know, go super try hard on it. But yeah, that could be a lot of fun. Open that can of whoop ass. I need that Deepwater Curious to drop again. Man, that was nice. Are you playing tonight, Woo? Are you playing some Dune, or what are you up to? I think half our guild tonight is playing Dune. Probably half the server too. How many realms do you think? You talking about like Shoal and stuff like that? Well, they said they're gonna have a dedicated EU realm. They're gonna restart the NA realm. I don't know if they're. I don't know. Maybe 2 or 3. I don't think that they're going to have many. I don't know if they're going to split them up again. You know, when you talk about server size and server space and stuff like that, you know, initially, when they had stated how many people were going to be on the game, they said that they were searching for about 10,000 concurrent players with up to 50,000 on a server. That was their goal. But now with the dynamic gridding being close to being functional and stuff like that, and the fact that we got up to close to 9,000 players on this limited part of the map, I think that they're shooting for a much higher number than initially thought. So I think that eventually we might see, and I might be way off base about this, but I think we might see a concurrent server base of about 30,000 when the world is full. I could completely see that. Let me know what you guys think, if you think I'm completely off base about that or not. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I think that they now can maybe fit, they're thinking they can fit way more people now than they originally thought. I'd be okay with one NA realm. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm going to miss the EU, because they fuck up my morning farming. You know, I love to farm in the morning, and, you know, they're always on. So, I'm like, you know, that really fucks up my morning farming. They need either more realms or more space, the users they have. I think that's a spawn thing, you know, the minerals and stuff like that. There's a lot of areas where they need to address. I mean, there's a lot of places under the sea that are the same that they need to address. They need to address as well. A lot of dead spaces, but they'll get to that. They'll get to that. I mean, they're doing a pretty good job with, I think, with the nodes into biomes. They're putting a biome out. They're showing it to us, and then next thing you know, they're adding the nodes, and then they start to add more gatherables. They're doing a good job. We're getting to do some of the pocket dungeons in them early, get a feel for them. I think they're doing a pretty good job overall. They need to add another lawless zone because it seems like people really miss that. Although the sea is where the lawless zone really is. I think maybe they're just trying to, because eventually that's, as far as I know, that's what it's going to be. Is the sea is going to be the lawless zone. So people just kind of need to get used to that and start, you know, getting out there and start being a pirate. Now that'll become more prevalent when caravels, you start to see them more, and fishing, sport fishing gets out there. When those two elements get out there into the open sea, then we'll start seeing, you know, more beneficial, you know, lawless stuff. But they do need to fix this crashing problem. I don't know about you guys, but lately I've been crashing ever since their last patch a week or so ago, and been crashing the desktop. And turns out if you're in a caravel and you crash and disconnect, your caravel sinks. That's a problem. That's a 25 gold problem. And I'm not willing to risk that with my caravel right now. So, hey Oracle, what's up? You would prefer to make the desert as finished as Riverlands before working on it? Yeah, I see what you're saying. That would be nice, but they're trying to pump out a lot of content right now. They got a lot of shit they need to get out. They can refine it later. They probably have someone, you know, that's, you know, in charge of like refining the biomes while all the other people are working on pumping them out. Poor EU, lol. Lothar. Hey, did you guys see the new intro that I have on my Twitch, by the way? Did you see my Renkai orc saying welcome to the Hidden Dagger Inn? Did you like that? Ooh. I put some new footage up there and stuff like that too. I mean, for the Alliance. How you doing, Oracle? What's going on? Oh, good, good. Glad you like it. You don't watch Twitch? Ah, well, it's on. I pinned it on my channel as well on the Hidden Dagger Inn, so you can see the video there. And I know you're in that one, so. I cannot wait for the Renkai. I'm kind of sad that I've had to wait this long for it, to be honest with you. But I am very, very excited to play. And the fact that I'm really liking tank is even better, because there's no class, no archetype that fits a Renkai better than maybe a fighter or a tank. So I'm very excited for that. I think I need more coffee. I need more caffeine. Renkai Summoner? Yeah, that'd be kind of a scary thought. So, what do you guys think? If you guys having played the game, what would your advice be to a new player that's thinking about jumping into Ashes of Creation? Would you tell them to wait? Would you tell them to try it out? My whole thoughts on this are, if you're a competitive player, then jump in now. Because the world is so vast that there's just so much to learn. You know, not only what kind of archetype you want to play, what kind of crafting and professions you want to do, but just learning all the pocket dungeons and all the stuff that they got going on. Yes, buddy. Okay, yeah, here, take this. My barista's here. And, hey, say hi, barista. Come here and say hi. Hey, where are you going? Come here. 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 Get off your phone. Come here. Come here. Say hi. Hi. Say hi. There you go. Say hi. Okay, there you go. So shy. Yeah, I think that it's really important, if you want to be competitive, that you join a guild, get to know a guild, because obviously I didn't hit the mark on my first time. So yes, choose your guild wisely. That's, you know, but even if you think you're choosing your guild wisely, it still might be the wrong fit for you down the road. So, you know, it's just hard to say. You know, guilds break up, they, you know, some get a member in there you just can't stand, whatever. New player test, test terrain, yeah. And really, you're right, the value is wonderful, because we'll probably... Now, I'm not in the camp that says it's going to be 2030 or 2028 or anything like that. My thoughts on them getting... This is what I'm looking for. Everyone who says the game's going to come out in 2030, I just can't see it happening. This game is a business when it's all said and done. They don't have the funding that Star Citizen has, so they can't take that path, nor would I recommend that path. What I think that they should do is they should get all the core game loops in, do one continent, and then put the game out. As long as the core game loops are in, the archetype augments are working correctly, it's balanced for the most part, and they have all the archetypes in, which they'll have soon, and they have one full continent, they could release the game and then add the other stuff in every 3 months in a large patch. I don't think they have to wait until they get everything that Steven wanted to release the game. Okay? That being said, if they decide to take that approach, I think you could see a 2026 Christmas launch. That's my thoughts. Hey, Steve-O. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I think they should stick with one continent and go with that. I really do. I think that would make it much easier, a lot less pressure. There'd be more than enough content for people to do to get started. You know, and then people can really spread their wings. As long as they have everything that they promised they're going to have, like the Tolnar and stuff like that, I'm okay with all that. Because I want the content to be good, but I think the game loops will keep us busy for, you know, long enough until they add more. And they're moving quick on a lot of stuff. And it would also help give them, you know, a little bit more funding, pay their devs, and all the stuff that they need. So, I mean, even one continent's freaking huge. I mean, look how much room we have. Look how long it takes just to get from the desert to the tropics now. I mean, that's a long time. So you know, add in all the other biomes that they're going to add in on this one continent. That's enough. Put a large sea in the middle there, and encircling the content. That's a lot. That's a lot. You know what? I absolutely think there could be a third continent in the future, and let's look at the 64 classes, right? Right now that they have the 64 classes, and we know that they're not like the true 64 classes or whatever. They're going to be flavors and stuff like that. But look what Archetypes did. How many classes and flavors does Archetypes have, right? So what's to stop Steven from a year or two down the road, once the game is pretty, you know, going pretty well, from him adding a new race? Maybe like a troll or something like that. I'd love to see like a troll from like the Dark Age of Camelot version of the troll, and maybe making a class like a shaman or something like. Actually, they technically already have a shaman. Or how about a druid? I don't think they have a druid yet, or a reaver or something like that. Definitely more classes can come in. He's a very creative person. There's got to be other classes and stuff like the archetypes that he wants to see, races that he wants to see. The game has endless potential. We just got to get it off the ground first. Just got to get it off the ground. No, not that. The Vec is kind of like, to me, it's kind of like the troll from WoW, right? The troll that I'm thinking about was a different kind of a troll. He was a big kind of a stone troll. And that was like a Dark Age of Camelot troll. I'd give you a picture of one if I could, but I can't at the moment. But yeah. But yeah, with Steven's vision, this game's gonna be nuts. I want people to think what do you think the game is gonna be like when it releases, and then just fast forward your brain like 10 years after the game's been launched, how much different the game will be from when it launched. I mean, just look at WoW. How much has WoW changed since it first came out? You can't even put it into words how much has changed. So now I'm gonna sit here and argue that it certainly, I don't think, was for the better in a lot of cases for WoW. So they do have to be careful with that. They have to make sure that the changes that they're making are, they work and they make sense. But yeah. What do you think about the rogue ability that grabs the party member or pulls them to you? I think actually that I would like that maybe more on a fighter. You remember the Marauder, which is kind of like a fighter? The Marauder from Warhammer Online, they could pull people to them. Now they can pull enemies, but since a tank has the grapple, I think maybe giving a fighter the ability to pull somebody to you would be pretty cool. The Rogue Grapple is fantastic. They did a wonderful job on the Rogue Grapple. I mean, that is the most fun ability. Gonna be great for exploring and stuff like that. Just going around over mountains and going to the highest spot. Yeah, you're right. WoW is unrecognizable compared to what it used to be. I really enjoyed classic WoW. I don't enjoy the version of WoW that they have now. Yeah, it's absolutely going to be... This game will be unrecognizable in 10 years from when we launch. And in a good way. I really do believe that with Steven's vision, this game has a strong staying power. And that's why I've decided to make this my last MMO. Like I've said in the past to people when they've asked me, what games have I played? And I started off with Ultima Online and stuff like that. And I've said, I've never been one of those people to stick with a game for like 20 years or something. And I've always been kind of jealous of somebody who could do that. So this is the game that I'm going to do that with. This is going to be my last MMO. And I fully intend on that. Unless something drastically changes, which is always possible. Never say never. But yeah, I'm going to stick with Steven through thick and thin. And hopefully they stick with me, and we're just gonna go from there. Yeah, I'm too old to go through another 10-year development cycle with somebody else. I just don't want to do that anymore. So I'll be more than happy to, this one will be out in a year or two, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't, no more damn dev cycles, no more. Tired of it. They can go up, but they can go, you can I grapple through the sea all the time. You can grapple up, you can grapple down. So you can do a lot. Where the rogue's grapple is really going to shine, not only from exploration, it's going to shine in the castle sieges. I believe when castle sieges become a real big thing, yeah, we're gonna see that. They're gonna be able to grapple up onto ramparts and cause a lot of problems for people. One of the other things that I'm working on right now, I'm working on a video, is I'm not necessarily sold on the node wars. The node siegers are different. The node war mechanic and the castle mechanic. The castles and the node wars are kind of selective as far as who gets them. As you know, only certain guilds are probably going to be able to take care of the castles. There's only going to be 5 of them. I would like them to add in a middle of the road thing where more smaller guilds and stuff like that could compete. And I'm going to lay it all out to you guys in a video probably next week. I'd like them to add in, because I do believe the castle mechanic is a lot of fun. Those castle fights in Alpha 1 were ridiculously fun. And they have something very special with those mechanics. I would like them to add in a middle tier keep system. Adding in many keeps around the world of Verra that could be fought over by the nodes and the vassalling nodes around them for control of an ultimate dungeon like Darkness Falls was in Dark Age of Camelot. That was a leveling paradise, a crafting paradise, and a raiding paradise. And the vassalling nodes that owned control of those by how many keeps that they owned would take an instant portal and go into this dungeon, clearing out whichever previous node was in there. Okay? Now, granted, I wouldn't expect this system to be out before launch. This is something down the road. But, yeah, I would like to see something like that. Adding in an either honor system from Arcage or a realm rank system from Dark Age of Camelot, giving PvP a reason to persist and keep doing. You need to give the mouse some cheese to chase. And it worked really well in those games, and hopefully something down the road we could see something like that here as well. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the idea when I put it out there. But yeah, I definitely, there needs to be some kind of middle tier keep system where smaller guilds and stuff like that can contribute. And if you put in an aspect where there's like a Darkness Falls dungeon, where it's going to be very sought after, it's something that can change daily, right? You don't need to go ahead and wait a month before you can go ahead and siege the castle, right? And put a lot of money towards it. It'd be something a guild who owns control of it can buy guards for it and stuff like that. Maybe some kind of currency. Maybe even hide a smaller tier relic in it, for all we know. There's endless possibilities. But those systems were great in Warhammer Online and also in Dark Age of Camelot. They've proven to be very, very productive and fun for people. And I really think with Ash's castle mechanic that they have right now, they could just scale that down and make a very cool version of those. And hell, they could probably procedurally generate half of those keeps pretty quickly. So yeah, we'll see where it goes. I hope that they think about that. You know, Jacob being a very big Dark Age of Camelot fan, I could see something like that happening. So we'll see. We'll see. Stay tuned for the video when it comes out. Waiting for my barista. Yeah, Outlands, WoW. Yeah, something, you know, and it would be a large area, right? A large area, because you'd have your nodes. So say if you had your metropolis, everywhere that vassaled that was in that metropolis, you know, so anybody, the keeps that were in there, and however they managed to do the keep system, you know, who owns what node owns the most keeps. So you'd have your nodes keeps, right? And then you'd have some other nodes, some other metropolises and their vassal nodes keeps. So if you went into their area and stole some of their keeps from them, you know, and of course they'd get defender messages, hey, your keep's under attack, blah, blah, blah. So let's see, do they go out and defend it or do they not? So if they take those keeps, then all of a sudden, we'll just call it Darkness Falls for sake of argument. They would take control of Darkness Falls, and they'd be able to enter that portal. In Dark Age of Camelot, that way it worked is they would rush through and they would kill everybody in there. And of course, people who were already in there, like rogues and stuff like that, they would log out, hoping to come back and get some easy kills when everybody was leveling. So it was its own little mini game in that respect. But thank you, buddy. My barista brought me my coffee. So yeah, it was so fun to watch everybody, you know, cluster up and try to take out the enemies that were in their dungeon previously. It was a lot of fun. Great mechanic. It hasn't been a game that's done it like Warhammer Online tried to put something in like that, but failed epically. So Steven and Jacob are smart enough to put in something good like that. So I really hope that they consider something like that. Is that kind of a system sound cool to you guys? Would you enjoy something like that? Again, I don't think it's something that would ever be in by launch. That'd be awesome if it was, but I think that'd be asking a bit much. They got a lot of other stuff to work on, but down the road, adding a honor point system or a realm rank system, some keeps for more people to, you know, to fight over. Not only that, but smaller keep systems and stuff like that for people to fight over would be good, because people need to know how to fight in, you know, it would help them when they're doing a castle battle, right? Because it'd be a smaller version of the castle fights. By the way, this is my first stream also on Kick tonight, so if we have any new Kick members, please feel free to say hi. I am adding Kick to my multi-streaming platform, so welcome to any Kick viewers that have popped in. Yeah, I'm just trying to spread my horizons a little bit. I saw Asmongold was going over to Kick. I'm like, well, if he's going over to Kick, maybe there's a point in going over there. So I'll try it. I mean, hell, I only got like 10 viewers, so I need all the help I can get, right? You know, I used to have more when I was streaming more on Twitch, but I got to rebuild up my my peeps here. Instance realm versus realm castle, yeah. Hey, stop eating my belt. Hey, dog, knock it off. Oh my goodness, my dog is always causing trouble. Puppies will be puppies. Yeah, did they say, I think are the castles instance right now? I think the Node Wars are supposed to be open. I can't remember if the Node Sieges are supposed to be open. The Node Wars, I believe anybody who's a citizen can participate. What? Open the door. The Node Wars, I think, or anybody who's a citizen can participate. The problem with the Node Wars right now is too many people don't want to be part of them, and then they leave citizenship, so you really don't know your true numbers of the Node Wars. So that's kind of an issue with the Node Wars. The Node Sieges, ooh, look at that. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. The Node Sieges, however, it's 100 versus 100 right now, but I don't like that mechanic because I feel like it's going to be like New World. You know, remember New World was only 50 versus 50? I feel like when you're talking about a node siege and how many people, how many citizens are in a node, that's a lot, and only 100 are gonna get taken. I don't know, man. That just seems maybe they're planning on really bumping that up, but I hope they add it to where more people can do it, because I'd hate to see people not being able to be part of that, because that's their home. I'd want people to be able to help defend it if they wanted to defend it. So I don't know how they're gonna do it, but that part just feels too New Worldy to me, and I don't like it. But a keep system where it didn't matter about numbers. It was, if you had a bigger force that showed up and deserved to keep, hey, kudos to you. You know, you got the force and you're going around taking every keep. I think that's awesome. And that's what it was all about. It was about node pride and stuff like that. Realm pride in DAoC's case. So you'd really want to have, you know, if you see a mass forming up, like say if, let's just say mirrorless node is, their vassalage is, you know, zerging up and taking every keeps, you're going to say, get your node guys together. Guys, we need to fight back and stuff like that. And it could lead to epic battles. Not only that, but you could have, like, in Dark Age of Combat, you had 3 realms. Think about how many node battles you could have going on. It'd be insane. I have high hopes for this game. High hopes for this game. Thank you for the subscribe, by the way. I appreciate it. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Guys, if you're new to the channel or new to the game and you have any questions about Ashes of Creation, please, please, please ask them. I'll be more than happy to try to give you my honest answers. If you want to know the state of the game or whatever you have, if you're thinking about buying it, you're not sure, you know, let me know. Or if you just want to say hi. Or if you're one of those people that just want to go in and, hey, Peon, you suck. I never liked you. That's fine, too. I mean, a comment's a comment. Not the comment I'm looking for, but hey. I know not everybody likes me. That's just the way it is in life. You're going to the gym now? Awesome. That's good for you. Good for you, Woo. Do some push-ups for me. I will. I'm gonna be hopping off probably in about a half hour. I gotta pick up the wife soon. Voice is getting a little hoarse from being sick. We don't like you. We love you. Aw. Aw. Well, I'm about as genuine of a person as you're gonna find. So what you see is what you get. I'm not one of those brainiacs that you're gonna find, like Pirate Software or something. He's very smart, has a lot of very intelligent things to say. I kind of just have my interesting little takes. Some people like them, some people don't. But and some people call my ideas, my logic, stupid because I'm a boomer, or they call me a boomer. So I guess old people don't get a chance to have an opinion. I guess their opinion doesn't matter because they're old. Okay, that makes sense, right? I wonder if they talk to their parents that way. Hey, Morbid, how you doing? Looks like we got a first-time chatter there. How are you? Welcome to the channel. Steel Veil Blades, very nice. Those are very nice. I rolled a 5. Wow. I still haven't got my Deepwater Curious tonight. We've seen one drop. Been kind of disappointing. What's your story, Morbid? You have Ashes of Creation, you look into it. What are your thoughts? Are you a Dune player just popping in? What's the dealio? A lot of lawless trophies tonight. But if only I ran guild caravans. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I can't complain. Just getting my feet wet coming back to streaming again. Been really focusing on YouTube videos for the last year, and I kind of tailed off from streaming, and now as the game gets closer and closer to Phase 3, I'm picking it back up again. And I'm off for summer vacation, so that's helping. But I need to start rebuilding my audience again and getting back into this. Finding out what the good people of Verra are thinking about the game. What, you know, and if there's any improvements that you guys have, well, hey, for either the stream or the game, and things that you'd like to see in Ashes of Creation, go ahead and put that in too. I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear your takes. Oh, so you haven't had it yet? Oh, all right. Well, are there any questions that I can help answer for you? You can pick my brain if you want. Archetypes, whatever. I've played almost all the archetypes, leveled almost all of them to level 25. Been playing since Alpha 1. Phase 3 is a good one to come in on. I would even almost recommend to you to maybe come in a few weeks before Phase 3. Hey, Mariana, I'm just gonna screw up this name. Mariana Nemesis, how you doing? You feel the actually no, I really haven't. I haven't felt the change yet, Mariana. It hasn't really been too impactful. We haven't seemed to struggle at all. I even killed a 2-star mob, although it was close to dying earlier today on my tank. But yeah, I haven't really felt it too much. I was gonna say though, Morbid, that I almost would come in a little bit before that, because you might want to try and see what kind of archetype you like. Maybe try a few of them right away to see which one might be for you before you start into Phase 3. So, and maybe get an idea for, you know, do you want to do some gathering, or do you know, what you'd like. I would maybe wait for the economy patch to drop. If you wait for the economy patch, I think that would be a good time to come in. Right now, they still got some things they're working out. Yeah, look for that economy patch, and then check it out there. And hey, if you haven't used the referral code yet, you know, you can always use mine. And I'd love it, because I'd love to get some free embers. So, but I want to earn it. So if there's any questions that you have, please let me know. And if you guys are looking for a good guild, this is something I will recommend. And I'm not going to, you know, push Aura. That's the guild I'm in. But I am going to recommend that you guys get on the forums. And when you do get the game, that they have the Ashes forums, or not the Ashes, the Ashes Discord, where they have NA or EU or wherever you're looking for a guild. All the guild leaders will post their stuff. I highly recommend being part of a guild. Especially, and I've learned the hard way that you're really gonna, right now it's really catered to a large guild. So you're really gonna want to have, it depends on how much content you want to do. Do you want to stay kind of like more solo, or do you want to be able to do a lot of content? If you're looking for a lot of content, you're going to want to have a larger guild. So go out there on the Discord, on the guild recruitment, and find a guild that kind of fits what you're looking for in a guild. So that's something that I highly recommend. Don't try to go in this game alone, because you're missing out on a lot of good stuff. You're looking to do a warrior or a rogue? Well, I have both. I have a 25 tank and a 25 rogue, and as a matter of fact, they're both on this phase. The rogue is a blast, but keep this in mind. The rogue right now is very fun in solo and small group content, maybe a little bit on 8v8s, but large battles, you're not going to find a lot of guilds probably looking for rogues. So I know our guild in particular has said that they're looking for a lot less rogues this next phase. They're looking for more clerics, obviously, and rangers and stuff like that. So take that for what you will. Maybe one day when they get the system in that rogues are going to be able to find, like, have a better chance to find loot or something like that, then we'll start seeing more popularity with rogues. I don't know. They're a very fun class, don't get me wrong. But as far as, like, if you're looking to get grouped, I have a feeling like the rogues soon are going to be the red-headed stepchilds of Ashes. I might be completely wrong, but that's kind of the way I feel like it's going right now. So we'll see. But if you want a tank, when you say warrior, do you mean a tank or do you mean a fighter? Because a fighter also is very good in solo content and small group content, 8v8, stuff like that. But when they start to get to large-scale PvP, and it just really depends on what direction you want to go. When you start to go large-scale PvP, then it starts. They start to get a little bit. You start to notice it. You start dying a lot more. And if you guys ever want to find me, you should be able to find my Discord page and stuff like that on my about channel and also on my YouTube channel. So come on in Discord and say hi. The fighter, okay, yeah, fighter DPS is ridiculous. I mean, they hit like a truck, and they got really good sustain with their blood fusion. They're early on, they're kind of rough until you get blood fusion. But I think you get blood fusion at like level 12. So when you get that, you're gonna notice, you know, a whole different fighter. Right now they can, later on when they are pretty gear dependent, but when they get level 25, they go in there and they charge the mount and they incapacitate it, so the mount is stuck, he can't do anything, and then they beat the hell out of the guy who's riding it. Yeah, they can pump out some massive damage, and their shouts and stuff like that are pretty group friendly for leveling. So when I'm putting together a group, I never mind having a fighter in my group because of the utility they give and the damage that they put out. Mages, of course, will always be strong. They have very good AoE damage, always good for a group. Rangers have decent AoE damage, good single target damage, always good for a group. And of course, Rangers, where they shine is their PvP with their Vine Field. So they're a very good class for large-scale PvP. The tank is just fun all around. Some people shit on it. I really like it. I think that their grapple is very fun. I really enjoy the grapple. I think the tank wall is pretty. I mean, look at this tank wall. You get somebody in a corridor, and look, they ain't getting out. Look at that tank wall. I mean, that is so awesome. And you could really screw some people over with that tank wall. Yeah, but if you're ever in a game or something like that, right now you can. I'm always gonna have the name Peon unless somebody changes it or takes it. And my rogue's name is Loot and Scoot. So yeah, look me up sometime. I'll be more than happy to help you out, answer some questions you have in game if I'm not streaming. You can always find me in the Discord channel. Ask a question. I'm here for the community. I'm trying to spread my passion for this game as much as I can. I love new players. I love helping people out. That's just who I am. Maybe it's because I want to see more people enjoy this game because I enjoy it so much, and it deserves a lot more credit than it's getting. I know it's got bugs. Yes, it's got bugs. I know it's incomplete. Yes, it's incomplete. But the fact that we're getting to see this grow right before in front of our eyes is pretty special. And if you're a competitive gamer at all, you want to be part of this. And not only that, but they listen to your feedback. I mean, in one of the, I don't want to say negative things, but Backnar asked a question, as they often do. you know, what we thought about guild caravans right now and the guild experience and stuff like that, the system. And a lot of people, you know, wrote some pretty critical stuff, constructively, but wrote a lot of critical stuff. And that's what they need to hear, so they can address it and fix it. And they will. I have no doubt. Oh, you're more than welcome. Thank you for coming in and joining. If you enjoy the channel, throw a follow. Always looking for people coming in and asking questions. Boy, I really need that deep water curious to drop. I'm getting hosed here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my underground.
Oh, thank you very much.
land.
Appreciate that, Morbid. Hopefully we see you again soon. I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming this weekend. You probably missed it, but my father's 80th birthday is on Saturday, and then I have a stepsister surprise party on Sunday. So I don't know how much I'm going to get to play this weekend, but I will be on definitely, probably tomorrow and next week. And if you haven't checked out my YouTube videos, you know, go check them out over there, and maybe there's some stuff that you'll find useful to learn about the game before you come on into it. It's the same name, Hidden Dagger. Well, guys, I think I am going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm going to probably end this group here soon. I do appreciate everybody coming in tonight and saying hi. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit tonight. Hey, Vincent. What do you do at 25 besides gear farming? Well, honestly, Vincent, it's a good thing you caught me. Oh, thank you. Good thing. No, it's okay. I'll answer your question. Right now, I'm doing, obviously you can see we're doing a lot of gear farming and stuff like that. Because crafting's kind of not in the place that they want it to be yet. I eventually feel like crafting is going to be the be-all, end-all. But right now, it's not. So right now, yeah, we're all kind of individually gear farming. You can raid caravans, you can do, you know, world bosses, stuff like that if you're in a guild that has the numbers to do it. The castles really aren't in. There's not a ton to do, I guess, at 25 right now. So I guess, I don't know if that answers your question, but really it's just kind of exploring and seeing what kind of content's going on, what kind of content you can do. There's a lot of things that still are yet to be in. Obviously you want to be 25 if you're going to PvP. So that helps out quite a bit. You're going to start to see Node Wars picking up a little bit more now. But to be honest with you, I think the server in general, since they've pretty much come out and said that there's going to be a wipe now, unless you're new and coming into the game, just getting a feel for things, there's been a lot of people that I think are taking a break now because they don't want to put the effort into leveling up. I'm just trying some of the new stuff that I didn't get a chance to try before. But yeah, between Dune coming out and them saying that they're going to wipe before August 4th, I think, yeah, the servers are kind of down a little bit right now. But it's also a good time, if you haven't gotten the game, to come check it out and get in here and maybe be able to experiment with some of the stuff. You'll still be able to find enough people to get a group to level up and stuff like that. That shouldn't be a problem. I think I got a bug with picking some stuff up. I can't seem to pick it all up. Unless my inventory's full. Oh, shit. That's what it is. My inventory's full. Oh, my goodness. Here's one tip. You can combine your Clint right here but you don't want to combine it any more than dim glint, because when you do that, you can really you really screw yourself over, because how it works is dim glint will turn into bright, or you got dull glint, which turns into dim glint which turns into glowing glint which turns into bright glint, and when you get one bright glint, that's worth 1 gold. So what happens is when you die, your bright glint breaks up, and then all of a sudden you now have like 50% less of that, so you just lost a good 50 silver at least, most likely, maybe more. So yeah, keep that in mind. Don't combine them too much if you don't have to. But other than that, hopefully that answered your question, Vincent. I don't know if you're new to the game, but there's a lot of there's so many things to do in here right now. So many dungeons and pocket dungeons to experiment. You won't even hit them all when you're 25. I mean, there's so many I haven't even touched yet. So there's still a lot of stuff to do. Oh, great. That sounds great. I appreciate you coming in and following, and I look forward to seeing your name again there, Morbid. And Vincent, I'm sorry for the bad timing. Hopefully you'll give me a chance another day. But everyone else, thank you for popping in. Yeah, it's slow. Not tonight. It's a little slow tonight. I think Dune's having an effect on that, Vincent, for sure. But again, I do appreciate you popping in, and hopefully I'll catch you again next stream. Everyone else, have a great night. Thanks for stopping in.